Hey there, I built a new wheel, and with this wheel, this hub is so nice it wouldn't stand still. It runs so smoothly. Can you see that? So, I had these hubs which are specialized, straight, not elbowed, spoked hubs. I had this forever. The issue that this never became a wheel is because I was told in the bike shop, a 24 spoke rims are so seldom, we don't have it, it's impossible, can't find it. Or if again it's unaffordable, it's crazy expensive. So eventually I thought, after watching a couple of spoking lacing videos, you know what? This looks uneven when they have less spokes and it looks cool. So let's just give it a try. And then I figured that, 36, 24 is a different than 12. So that means that there's 12 positions in the rim that are not taken. So that's is the hole for the valve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. All right. So you got a vacated, unused, an empty nipple hole, 2 spokes, empty 2 spokes, empty 2 spokes, and so on. The main issue, I guess, technically speaking, is that the spokes, these spoke holes, these Ösen, don't know what you call that, this little extra enforcement to prevent the very thin, it's actually a double walled rim, and the spoke attaches to only the inner part of the double walled, makes the focus, my dear friend. Okay, it makes the rim strong, but where the spoke pulls on the rim needs to be reinforced, and that has been the case. So what was I going to say? Sorry, this is loose, so that's why it moves. Okay, but what was I going to say, people? Right. There is an even positioning. We got 2 spokes, 1 vacant position, 2 spokes, 1 vacant position, 2 spokes, and so on. So far so good. So, if you have a 36-inch rim and you put 24 spokes in it, hey ho, you just get spaces that are not taken. So there's no even load. There's a little bit more load where the 2 spokes meet the rim, and there is no load. So that's not ideal, but it's in order to save weight by having less spokes. The other issue that I found that at first you see that the positions for the spoke Öse are not centrical. So this is leaning towards the left. So this one's correct, okay? So the next one is leaning towards the right. That's also correct. Now this one here, always the third one is wrong. So now I'm using a spoke that goes to the left, but is in a position of Öse that is on the right. Okay, so this one's correct, this one's correct, this one's correct, this one's wrong. Correct, 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 wrong. Correct, 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 wrong. So 1, 2, 3, correct, 1 wrong. 1, 2, 3, correct, 1 wrong. So that's the ratio. I bought the hub, Specialized hub, and it came with the spokes, and that's what I have used. And I've sorted out the spokes. They have different lengths for the front and rear wheel. Obviously the ones for the rear wheel are shorter because the hub has a higher diameter, a greater diameter. And I couldn't find enough spokes, 24 spokes, which were long enough. So 4 of these spokes here are a little shorter than the others. I don't know what that deal is, whether this was just from 2 damaged wheels or whatever. But it works now. Now, I have a question for you guys. Hey, look at this. This is from my grandfather. This is still the best spoke tool that I own. I love to use that. I think I'm going to give this a little autosol polish. I love this. Okay, let me show you one thing. So let me rotate the wheel, and then you can see that this is not fully round. Let me go around to the other side. Sorry, you cannot see. Let's do it like that. Again, let's start. I think it's apparent it's not round. I tried to adjust this with no luck, or maybe not enough patience. I've done all the tricks I found on YouTube. After I spoked and tensioned and straightened the wheel, I mildly stood on the spokes to let them bed in. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a tire on. I'm going to run this. You can see that I'm running this on my Santiago de Compostela bicycle, and I'm replacing the wheel that I ran there until yesterday. Main reason is because I can. I really wanted to. I love this wheel. I think it looks cool, and I really want to feel it. Since I am now running this on daily chores around the city of Istanbul, I think I'm okay with the road setting, as in weight, and I don't have such a strong gravel wheel. So what I will do is lighten the whole thing, and I think there's some massive potential. So let me show you, for example, how we started. Here is my rear gravel tire, and that weighs about let's say 500 grams, okay? That's the tire alone. Now here is the front wheel that I ran still yesterday. 1600 and 1670. The new wheel, watch for this. There's no tire, no tube, no rim band, but there's a QR in it, 840. So you see there will be some massive potential. So let me put the tire on and then I weigh the complete wheel, and then we will do another comparison. And yes, that will be the story about the front wheel for now. Now let me give you a little update what I'm doing here on the front rack. My front rack is some super classic front rack. You can find this anywhere all over Europe. They're just on any old bike. I just have painted this, and that's why it looks nice. What I've also done, I have cut off the fixing point, as I told you I would in one of my last videos for the lights. Let me turn this around. So, and I drilled this for beauty, and obviously it doesn't make it heavier. Now the one thing I want to do is mount it in a low position so it's closer to the front tire, and I found this little bracket. So I'm going to mount this to the fork. Filming. Maybe I should take a class on how to film. Okay, so you see how I mount this to the fork, and then there's a position at the bottom where I will mount the rack. That means the rack comes down by whatever the distance between these two holes, 15 millimeters approximately, and then we'll take it from there. So let me mount this now, and then I will get back to you with a mounted tire for weight comparison and how we continue with this rack business.